We're starting. Got our pre-spray down. See how this goes.
Get by the door real quick. Got to shut it back. Go ahead and open.
This carpet has been in this unit. Well, let's see, they've lived here.
It's been here for a while.
Yeah, they lived here 3 years. The lady before them lived here for, I think, 7 years. And she told us that the carpet was here when she moved in, and that it hadn't been cleaned before she moved in. It was full of stains. And it was completely worn out, and so this carpet's very old and it's very worn out.
This carpet's, it's older, but it always cleans up real nice.
Yeah.
And these people, they don't treat it real nice. They,
No.
The people that live here, we do this place once every month, and it's always real dirty when we come up. And they're cheap. They don't want to pay for vacuuming.
They bought that vacuum you guys saw in one of our earlier videos, the Eureka. We kind of hated selling it to them because we knew they'd have trouble with it because of the way they do things. So they use it one time a month, and it clogs up like 5 or 6 times when they vacuum their apartment. And then they get their apartment vacuumed that one time before we clean, and then it sits over there. You see, they just throw the cord over across the floor. It sits over there in the corner until the next month.
Yeah, that's a floor vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Well, and the truth is, they don't want to pay us to.
They do not want to pay for vacuuming. They're not going to pay
extra. They want to do it themselves, and they're not very good housekeepers. So, but these carpets will turn out nice when we're done.
Yeah.
They'll look really, really nice. I'm gonna stop just long enough to move the cord up. You can keep the film rolling.
Okay, the living room's not too bad. There's some stains in here, but you know, we don't ever have the same stains again and again. There's always different ones, so that's kind of a nice thing, I guess. Biggest problem that they've got is they will not take their dog out when it needs to go to the bathroom. They just let it go and get it cleaned at the end of the month. So
I'll change the pad too. Flip it over. I'm sure I could use it after the hallway.
yeah, right. As disgusting as it is, I'd rather clean up pet messes all day long than clean up messes that people make. Yeah, because pet messes is kind of gross, I know, but it's a lot different than cleaning up after human beings that make messes on the floor like that. So, and sometimes you get people that are, you know, like if they're going through a real sickness or something like that, you're going to have things like that. So,
but this carpet is coming up real nice. We always do a good job. Like I said, we clean it once a month. And they always have it completely trashed. And every month we come in and clean it, and it turns out very nice because we're able to clean it good.
Yeah.
But the carpet itself is worn out.
Yeah, so if you've got carpet that's over 10 years old, it's always been neglected. And the people that have lived in there, the people that lived here before they were here, did not take care of the carpet. So if you can have a carpet that's that old and that neglected and still make it look halfway decent, that's not bad.
Shut this door temporarily and get behind it and then open it back up.
Okay, there's one pet stain right there that he's working on. It's kind of hard in these little tight spaces to get the best camera angle sometimes.
Okay. Get the living room now.
Now they eat a lot of candy and stuff like that, so there's a lot of times candy in the carpets. And he'll get down, when he gets home, he'll get down with scissors and cut all that stuff out. That's not part of something that we're doing. All we do is, when we clean for them especially, what we do is we have a deal, whatever the machine takes up is what's coming out. Anything else is extra. And he's a do-it-yourselfer when it comes to stuff like that, so we won't have to.
In answer to another question, someone asked us, do you guys have your own business? Are you guys an in-house carpet cleaning service for an apartment management company? And the thing is this, we have our own business. This is our carpet cleaning service. We work anywhere we want. We get a lot of work from here. Most of the times we work off the property, we don't film. We get the chance to film here because we get the customers to leave the house and stuff like that. So we make a lot of films in these apartments. When we leave the property, normally we don't film, but we do own a carpet cleaning service, and this is just one of our clients that we're working for. So we work for the manager, the people that own this complex, and we work for the residents that live in this complex. So that answers somebody's question that they asked a while back.
Yeah, and we don't get into a lot of details too because of privacy issues and everything. When you're working in an apartment complex,
we don't tell what city we're in. Or
yeah, you don't want to give away where the complex is because they don't really want you sharing that information. But still, hey Joe, you might hit this one more time.
I will.
Just to be on the safe side. It looks pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of times people ask us questions we really can't give an answer to.
Someone else asked a question. How do you get into apartment cleaning if you don't have an apartment account now? And here's what you do. You do a couple of free apartments. That's what we kind of did. We did a couple of real cheap, got our foot in the door, and we've been here ever since for 3 years.
Yeah, well, he's working on that. I'll tell the story one more time. What happened was they had a carpet. We were friendly with the manager they had at the time, and she knew us, and she knew that we had a machine and we cleaned carpets for ourselves and a little bit on the. Well, they had a service they'd been using for years, and they weren't doing a very good job, and it was a truck mount guy. And so what happened was he cleaned the carpet and he didn't do a very good job at all, and he told them, well, that's all you can get out. So they called another truck mount guy, and he came out and he basically charged them, and he didn't get the carpet clean either. And then they had a big nationwide chain that's here in town. They had one of them come out to clean it as well, and they also cleaned 3 other apartments at the same time. And the 3 apartments they cleaned, they did 3 apartments in 15 minutes.
Of course,
plus the one.
Of course, we're not going to mention no names of these companies.
No.
We don't insult people.
But what happened basically was they asked if we'd go take a shot at it, and all we had was a rug doctor at the time, and we went and we got the carpets spotless. And so after that, we did another one for them, and then after that, they decided, you know what, we're not going to waste our time with these other guys. They're just overcharging us. They're not doing a good job. And so that's how we got into doing this complex here.
That was basically the startup of our professional carpet cleaning career. We cleaned carpet.
Yeah, we've done it in the past, but we weren't really wanting to.
But we never did it professionally. We just did it in the past for like, we'd do one here and there. But we got into it.
We both did stuff back in the 80s. We worked for services and we did rental properties and stuff back in the 80s, but we hadn't really wanted to mess with it again. So we kind of got sucked back into it by chance. But David, if you're wanting to get into apartments and things like that, that's one thing you might think about. Go make friends with the maintenance guy, or make friends with the manager, and see if you can get a tryout
go do
on a carpet sometime.
Go do a free one.
Yeah, even if it's just taking the dirtiest spot in the room out so they can see you can do it.
Yeah, go do a free living room or something like that, and say, if you're interested, call me and I'll start doing all your places.
Yeah.
You never know. That's how we got in on it. It worked.
But apartment complexes, they don't really pay very good compared to your other jobs you're going to be able to get. They don't pay very good. They usually call you last minute, and they expect miracles.
Apartment complexes.
So, and it takes a while to get paid sometimes.
Apartment complex will normally pay you about 30 cents per square,
Square foot.
Yeah, that's about what you can expect out of an apartment.
All right. This one's going to have to be good. It'll be dirty again in 2 or 3 days, so it doesn't. It won't last long. As soon as they bring their dog back in later this afternoon, it's going to start all over again.
Yep.
So the fun never ends. Turn all the lights off.
That won't be our problem.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing there's a spot right there where the dog's actually been tearing the carpet.
That's torn carpeting.
Yeah, and there's a couple spots like that in here.
We got the stains out of this.
If you could see on the video, I hope it shows up, the carpet's fluffy again. And as it's really old, worn out carpet, it's not going to necessarily stay fluffy very long, but for right now it looks good. And they're going to be gone for a few hours, so it's going to dry all the way. And hopefully by the time they get back up here, well, it'll be ready to ready for more fun and games. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video, and it's kind of a short one this week, but we're hoping to get some more videos up pretty soon. We're working on some stuff. So until then, thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you next time.